Hello, this is ELB. Let's get back to work. It's been like over a month since I've last done anything. That has been in part due to my headset dying, as well as, well, been playing a lot of games instead of working, which I should not be doing. In any case, I believe the last thing we did was get sprinting to work. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Obviously, it's been over a month, but I did go and look at my last video, and that at least was the title. I skimmed through it real quick, and it's a bit difficult to tell sometimes what's actually going on in your own videos, unfortunately. In any case, this is what we got. Oh, sprinting is a little bit broken. Upon letting go, you immediately go into a dash, which is not what we want. In any case, I think I outlined the stats last time. Yeah, here we go. Strength, dexterity, intelligence, agility, memory, spirit, skill, focus, endurance, perseverance. That's a lot of stuff. In any case, since it's been a while, I'm not going to jump right back into coding. Instead, there's a little something I want to do, which I haven't done yet, obviously. Create a tile set. So, it's obviously going to be 16 by 16, since that's how the game runs. Or since that's how the game is. Here we go. 16 by 16. So, you can probably guess what the basic starting tile might look like. It would be grass. But, oh, hold on. Phone buzzing at me. Okay, so part of the problem that we have is, or a problem that we have is we're going to need some sort of a color scheme. What sort of color scheme exactly? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not 100% certain how much I want to limit myself with this. But we can at least start something. So, I am not very good with color theory. I'm going to say this right off the bat. I can get bogged down in details, as well as get stuck limiting myself too much or giving myself too much freedom. So I'm not totally sure what sort of direction to go in, but something we can at least start with is a basic shadow map. Now, what I mean by this is the sort of thing you'd see in an old Game Boy game. So let's see. If we go from, so 240 would be what, like 60 each? So 60, no, that's not right. Here, how about this? Computer, what's 240 divided by 3? Apparently I'm just really bad at math today. Is that 80? Yeah, that's 80. Okay, I'm stupid. Got it. Also, that was actually an Alexa, if you're curious, that I was just now talking to. So, basic shadow map. This isn't going to be what it's going to look like in the end, but it can at least give us a basic idea to go off of. We're going simple. A real basic grass tile. What is this? We set it -1. So, oh. Set it at 0. Okay. So, basic tiles, I guess we'll do it 100. It's pretty obvious that it's tiled, but that's okay for now. As I said, our goal is to get something working, not necessarily something that looks how it's going to look in the end. Especially since most everything is in black and white at the moment anyhow. But in the end, I would like it to be relatively colorful. I'm intending for the game to be vibrant so that it can also be dark in stark contrast at times. Let's see how this looks in game. It's probably going to look like shit. Yep, looks like shit. Can't even see the sword. Okay. Let's not... Oh, wrong thing. Here we go. So instead, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a real basic color. Going to make sure it's not too strong. It's going to be our starting color. Then, going to darken and blue it a little bit. It's going to be another color. So, you might be thinking, well, that looks real boring. That can't be it. Well, it's not. Actually, I think one of the Zelda games did tiles kind of like this. Like every here and there, just be one of these to show that it's clearly grass. Okay. Let's take a look. Oh, come on. It's not very visible. I don't know how well you can see the grass at all here. Oh. My own swing timing's pretty bad. There we go. Changed all of them. Let's see how this looks. Slightly more visible. So I think this will do for now. I am sort of planning on going somewhat minimalistic with this. not well, sort of for my own sanity, I'd say. But we will see how that ends up going, of course. But that means we need to include some of these. The worst thing in the world ever. Oh. Why am I completely forgetting how to do this? There we go. Oh, what am I thinking? So ideally with this, we can just keep everything simple. But the problem is going to come when we need to cover mud, I guess, or water. Here. Let's make sand real quick. No, son of a... So in case you're not totally sure what I'm doing here, I am building a branching color tree, essentially. Here, I might be able to find an example online. This. So you can see that what they did was they built it all off of each other and had it branching out sort of like a tree. But yeah, that's what they did. We might be able to find other examples too. Oh geez, it's beautiful pixel art. Finding examples. Nah, probably not anymore. Oh well. So going in sort of this direction. There we go. So now I have grass, and then I'm about to have sand. Let's resize the canvas real quick. I can do both. There we go. Okay. So now what's sand gonna look like? Something like that, and then God, my mouse is still garbage. Started working a lot better for a while, but then it just kind of crapped out again recently. I just need to get a new mouse. Also, I do not know what I'm doing. I used to be okay at this stuff, honestly, but I'm way out of practice. Don't know what I'm doing at all. Here, let's look for examples. Sand pixel art. Wow, a lot of these are bad. Some of them are really nice, though. Look at that. They knew what they were doing. Guess what I don't know? I don't know what I'm doing. So, color theory is complicated. Give me just one moment. So, I had found, or I'd done something in the past where I was trying to make something similar to this, and I got some really decent tiles down. If I could just find that real quick. Oh, geez. Oh, and suddenly I'm opening GIMP by accident. Oh well, I can use this to show it off. This is what I came up with in the end. Really wasn't too bad. I had a decent color scheme, dirt looked decent, grass looked decent, everything looked decent. Don't know what happened. So, let's try to find a better minimalist color. Like, we could do that, and then something as simple. Well, I guess I need to beg the question, how much do I hate myself? And how much time do I want to spend on these tiles? Here, let's look for some... My favorite example, of course, is always going to be Link's Awakening. They did everything so right. So many details it seems like they just didn't worry about, but that might have just been limitations of the time. They knew what they were doing. They have sparse grass, they have dense grass. Their examples really are quite nice. Like, that's all they did for the fences, and it just kind of worked. So in order to do something like this, what the heck would I do then? Well, there is one thing I know I need in that case. hold on. I'm gonna take this, drag it down. Gonna replace you with you. Do this real quick. Then replace. Here, let's get rid of this. And now let's try making something at least a little bit more nice looking, I guess. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to the tiles, remove all of you, and try to put sand around this. Looks okay for now. Not deleting underlying, of course. I'm gonna add a new tile there, and use that to tile. Come on. These. Okay. Back in the tile set. Gonna make another version of this. Gonna give it a little shell or something, like looking up shell seriously just gives you the gas company. How delightful. If I look up seashell, I'll probably get what I want. There we go. Here we go. Something like this. I'm gonna try to do. Doesn't look like a shell at all. Oh my goodness. Here. There we go. Okay. We'll just do this. That looks sort of like a shell. Then we just need these. Phone buzzed again a minute or two ago. Give me just one moment. Why is my thumbprint just not working suddenly? Okay, give me just one moment to reply to this. Okay, sorry about that. Something that I'm thinking that I should probably do is this. Not that. But this. And this. That way we can just put them down wherever. Okay. There we go. I'm not actually using this one yet, so let's get rid of it. Okay. So we got basic sand. I'll remove you. Okay. Add you to layer 99. Then finally, we'll add what we really came here for. Oh boy. Hold on. What even are you? Edit object. There. What? Oh, hello. There we go. Let's see how this looks. God, my phone, come on. This doesn't look too bad. You can't really tell what everything is, but... Anyhow, there we go. Give me just a moment to look at my phone again. Oh. Oh, that's good. Apparently, there's a 2-hour finale episode of Sense8 in the works. Since, the show was cancelled after 2 seasons. Okay, anyhow. Back to work. So, we got some simple tiles. What else do we want? Well, we're going to want water, and that's going to be an entire fun set of functionality, which I will deal with in just, well, not right now, maybe today, I don't know yet. But let's get some simple looking water. Now, rather than being tiles, we're going to make it an object, because we want it to be animated. So we need to have an animated sprite. Let's start with that. I'm going to create a group I'm going to call terrain. I'm going to create a sprite, SPR terrain water. Okay. So, do I still have that thing up? So this looks really nice, but I don't think I can animate this. I'm not an artist. So instead of what I'm gonna do is make something rather simple. Gonna get that. Gonna get this. Gonna do this. It doesn't fit. What about this? Not at all. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably won't fit. Yeah, not at all. Okay. That fits. Sometimes I wish I were an artist, but oh geez, not always. Okay, I'm gonna configure the grid real quick. So it's gonna be 8 by 8. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. So you might be thinking that's not animated, and you're right. It's not. No, come on. It's not at all. But it will be animated in just a moment. It's going to be as simple as this. Not that. Did I do that right? Nope, I did not. Okay. The heck did I do? So it was the top one is moving left and the bottom one is moving right. Okay. Top one's still moving left. Bottom one's still moving right. Still top one moving left. Okay, so it was like a check mark. Only have one more, I think. Or no, not one more, a few more. Oh no, it is only one more. That means I didn't need this one. Okay. It's as simple as that. We got an animated water. Okay. SPR terrain water. Objects, create group, terrain, create object, obj, terrain, water. So for now, it's going to have the parent of obj block, so that we can't walk into it. No, never mind. It's not going to have a parent. Okay, but it is going to have a sprite. Okay. Oh, hold on. What are you doing? Open. You're going to be 100. Okay. So one of the fun things about tiles is that we can use room or area transitions as tile transitions, essentially. So we can just fill this all up. Not need to worry about any sort of real tile transition. I wonder if Game Maker Studio 2 has like a flood fill or anything. Paint bucket tool for tiles. Maybe I'll use it on my next project. I don't know. Oh. There we go. Got that. Now, one of the things we are going to be doing in the future is making it so that water isn't actually underneath the sand in that sense. Because otherwise, once you walk like onto it right there, it's really not going to look right. Because you'll suddenly be sinking in and swimming in the sand. Goodness gracious, that water moves way too fast. Add event, create. So image speed equals 0.5. We'll do that real quick. Okay. Also, I totally forgot to do one thing. Come on, open the damn thing. Here, we're gonna remove you guys and put a couple along the beach. And there we go. Let's see how this looks. A lot better. This is already a place you guys want to explore, isn't it? Okay. Give me just one moment to look at something. Okay. So, now here's what we're going to do. We're going to add a dock. Because we need docks. Feels like there's a missing link here somewhere. Maybe that? I don't know. Okay. Docks are going to be pretty simple. That's all they're gonna be. And then we need a version like this. Oh, that wasn't right. There we go. That's docs. Oh, geez. I was not even thinking of that. Forgot that I set it to 8 by 8. Let's fix that. Oh, not resize canvas. We need to go to grid settings, 16 by 16. Okay. At least we got the basic idea down. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. Just gotta copy you over. And done. We have our docs again. You can go out to there. Okay, cool. So now, what would I like to do? Well, hold on. I'm only realizing now this could be a problem. There we go. It's not going to have any effect. What am I doing? So there is something... You know what? Here, I'm going to fix the running thing. The running dodge thing. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, let me recap real quick. Holding B, running, 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 letting go. Oh, I just did a dodge. Meaning that I'm forced to end every time I run. I'm forced to end all my running with a dodge, which we obviously don't want. Okay. If dodge equals true. So looking at this, here's what it looks like. Running not yet implemented. Well, it is implemented, so guess what? So if the button is pressed, no, shoulder. If the shoulder button is pressed, and the button timer is equal to 0. Oh, that's the special attack. What am I thinking? There. Did I end up with... I did. Okay. So if we release the button, it goes down to 0. The timer. Here, I'm gonna do something. Show debug message dodged. Okay. So here, looking down there, we're seeing that dodged is shown. So something is obviously going wrong. Okay, so what the heck is going on then? Oh, I'm stupid. I know exactly why it's doing this. So the reason why this is not working is because we're setting the B button timer to 0, upon checking if it's released, before we're doing this. So, here's what we're going to do. We're simply going to move this all the way down to here. And that should fix our problem. It only took me, 3 minutes or so to figure that out after no work on this for over a month. Holding B, doing nothing, tapping B, works exactly how it should. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to create... So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to create something called obj terrain false water. So what this is going to be is it's going to be what goes below the... It's going to be what goes below the sand. So let's see here. What am I looking for? Sprites, right. SPR terrain false water. Edit sprite. It's going to be a simple enough way to make it obvious it's not actual water. There we go. It's ugly, that's the goal. The sprite is going to be false water, but then upon creation, we're going to set the is it sprite index? There we go. Let's just make sure this is the right thing. Yep. Okay. And that's all we need to do. So then I go back in. Find all the real water underneath the sand. And I remove it, replace it. And then once we get in game, it should look correct. And look at that. No difference whatsoever. Okay. So I don't know if you've noticed, but or if you realized this quite yet, but with tiles, it makes sense to spread them out evenly, as in, you know, put it on a grid. But with something like water, we're creating a bunch of objects that are all using an unnecessary amount of memory. So the question becomes, how do we fix that? And the answer to that is a little bit more complicated. We're going to try to make it so that the water is going to be something that we can stretch out over a large area, as in we literally go in and here. I'll do this as an example. We take this, we stretch it. Now that looks terrible. It's going to look terrible in game. Look at that. What's even going on there? Looks terrible. So instead what our goal is going to be is we're going to make it dynamically. I don't know if that's the right word to use. We're going to make it figure out how many sprites it should be drawing and over what area, which should not be too difficult. All we're going to be taking is the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate, determining what the current scale of the object is, and then drawing the appropriate sprite consistently in each area. So, let's do that. I'm going to do draw. Gonna do, so here's what we're doing. We are making it so we can stretch the water out and it will automatically draw all the sprites necessary for the animated tiles, essentially, of water. So first we're going to need a few variables. We're going to need the x scale. X is just x scale. No? W scale. I don't know what it is. Let's find out. Image x scale. Okay. So we're going to figure out the image x scale, the image y scale, and that's all we should need. So we're not going to leave that there, mind you. Actually, here, let's comment it out real quick. So we're going to do a for loop. For m equals 0, while m is less than image x scale, m plus plus. I think I got that right. Like I said, it's been a while. Is that how to use a for loop? Yeah. Okay. So we're then gonna draw sprite. We're gonna do image index, sprite index. No, that's not right. Sprite index, image index. Should be correct. Current subimage, yep. And then x is going to be m. And y is going to be n. That means we need a y. Getting so much more complicated. Okay, so we're going to do this. For n equals, come on, 0, while n is less than image y scale, n plus plus. And I think that's all we need to do, to be honest with you. Let's test this. Well, that looks broken as all hell. Okay. So what did I do wrong? N equals 0, image y scale, m for x, y for n. Oh, what am I thinking? X plus y plus, there we go. Let's see how this looks now. Broken. Got it. Not quite there yet. M times 16. There we go. Should work, hopefully. Look at that. It's doing exactly what it needs to. Okay. So, only thing we need to do now is copy everything right here. Put it right there. We are good to go. So now let's just fix all of this. Drain water. Here, we'll do this. Nah. No matter what, we'd be using the same amount anyway. Okay. So we're at least saving a little bit of memory and CPU time by doing this. Look at that. Looks exactly how it should. Cool. What time is it? 4:53. I have to be at work at 6, so I got time. I'm going to check my email real quick just to make sure that is indeed the case. Yep, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. tonight. Cool. Okay. Got some basic water. So do we want to do swimming? Well, if we do, then let's at least make sure this is how it should be. Oh, if it's gonna be like that, then that means we can just do this. Okay, we can do false water, stretch it down to here, and we are good. It looks awful in the editor, but it doesn't need to look good in the editor. Looks exactly how it should. So, now we need to figure out how to determine whether or not the player is in the water. Or do I even want to deal with that right now, to be honest? Like, I think the way I'd have it is so that if you're too close, you just kind of slip in. But I'm not totally sure. Nope, was going too fast. Anyhow, getting distracted by trying to do the timing to my own game. Let's work on tiles some more instead. Also, I'm going to get this out of the way now. It is super hot at the moment, or at least way too hot for me. Actually, I wonder what is the temperature. Computer, what's the weather like? Fun. 82 degrees is not my idea of a fun day. Well, what else do we need? We got sand, we got grass. In the example we had dirt, so let's add dirt. We'll do this. Okay. So in this case, all we need to do is this. Copy you over. Copy all of it over. Can't think of anything that really needs to be in the dirt. Oh, but will that be mistaken for mud? Not sure. Guess a couple of rocks wouldn't hurt. Okay. find out whether this will work or not. Do this. Yeah, it is perceptible. There, we have 2 on 1. Oh, that looks bad. I'll do this instead. That looks okay. And that should be... oh wait, forgot you. And then let's get one of you on there for good measure. Okay. Got some basic stuff. How long have I been going for? 1 hour and 8 minutes? Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to call this good for now so that I can take a little bit of a break. Don't know if I'll be back on before I gotta go to work, but we will see. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.